Imagine yourself in a group of friends where one of them starts telling a hilarious story. Everyone is attentive, waiting for the climax. The narrative is engaging, full of details and twists. Then comes the ending. And then he said, "No soap radio." The storyteller bursts into laughter, and, contagious, everyone laughs along. Except for you, who is confused but smiles to avoid looking out of place. When asked if you understood, you nod affirmatively. But the truth? There was no punchline. It was a social test, a prank to see who would pretend to get the non-existent joke. And you, my dear observer, fell for it. Prepare yourself for a journey where the destination is as unexpected as a period in the middle of a sentence. You know those long stories full of suspense and details that lead you to expect an explosive ending? Then imagine that, after minutes of meticulous buildup, the climax is nothing. No twist, no joke, just life as it is. This is anti-humor, where the humor lies in the absence, in the anticlimax. It's like expecting a fireworks show and getting a burnt match instead. And yet, you laugh, because the surprise of the non-surprise is in itself hilarious. Ah, sarcasm, that oh so subtle and never misunderstood form of communication. It's when you say, "What a beautiful day," in the middle of a hurricane, or "I love working late," while everyone around you is heading home. Sarcasm is the art of stabbing with words, of saying one thing and meaning another, usually the complete opposite. It's like a hug that's actually a slap, a social tool for those moments when a simple "I didn't like it" is too boring. So when I say I simply love explaining sarcasm, you know I'm being absolutely sincere, or not. Slapstick is the comedy of calamity, where pies fly and slips are the dish of the day. Imagine a clown tripping over a banana peel, or someone getting hit by a door as they try to rush in. It's humor that needs no words, just the sound of a muted trumpet accompanying a spectacular fall. It's the kind of comedy that makes you laugh and cringe at the same time, because, although no one gets truly hurt, you can't help but feel a bit of that pain. And in the end, even with tear-filled eyes, they are tears of laughter. Clean humor is like ice cream on a sunny day, sweet and refreshing. It's the kind of humor that doesn't need malice to draw laughs. It's pure and simple. Think dad jokes, innocent puns, and stories that end with a laugh, not a frown. It's the humor you share with your grandma without worrying if she'll be offended. It's the type of comedy that makes everyone in the room feel light, because, in the end, the intention is just one: to spread joy and bring people together in a moment of pure fun. Imagine yourself in a quiet room where a man with a deadpan expression stands up. He looks around, without a trace of a smile, and says, "I'd love to tell a joke about construction, but I'm still working on it." The audience hesitates, but then it clicks. That's deadpan humor in action, the art of being funny without seeming to try. There are no forced smiles, no loud laughs, just sharp words cutting through the silence. It's as if the joke were a math problem, solved with the precision of a sharp pencil, leaving only the final result for appreciation. And so, with a delivery as flat as a tabletop, deadpan humor triumphs, proving that sometimes less is more. Dark humor is like an unexpected guest at a formal dinner, the one who makes jokes about what everyone thinks, but no one dares to say. It dances on the fine line between offensive and hilarious, touching on taboo subjects with the lightness of a surgeon. Do you know why ghosts are so bad at lying? Because you can see right through them. With this approach, dark humor not only provokes laughter, but also makes us reflect on the fragility of life and the inevitability of death. It's a reminder that even in the darkest shadows, there can be a glimpse of light, even if it's a candle lit at a wake. Satire is the art of wielding humor like a sharp sword, cutting through the layers of hypocrisy that coat society. It doesn't walk the straight line of comedy. It dances, mocks, and pirouettes around the powerful, unmasking them with a smile. In the kingdom of the corrupt, the honest man is the court jester, says the satirist, while everyone laughs. But inside they feel the discomfort of truth. Satire is not just for laughing, it's for thinking. It's a mirror that reflects the world's imperfections, showing how the kings are naked and their crowns are made of paper. With each laugh, it questions and challenges, turning the stage of politics into a circus where the clowns are the rulers, and the audience is invited to question who truly deserves applause. Surreal humor is the waking dream of comedy, where the impossible becomes possible and logic gives way to absurdity. Imagine a painting elephant that only wears sunglasses at night because it believes the darkness is too bright, or a chicken crossing dimensions to discover the secret of the universe, only to realize it all boils down to an eternal debate between the egg and itself. It's a world where rules are made to be broken and common sense is left at the door. Why didn't the skeleton fight anyone? Because it didn't have the guts. Surreal humor takes us on a journey where the destination is laughter, but the path is a maze of mirrors, reflecting the unexpected at every turn. Blue humor doesn't dress in subtleties. It wears a cloak of boldness. It enters the room with a mischievous wink and a hint of a smile, ready to turn the ordinary into extraordinarily spicy. Why couldn't the tomato stop staring at the cauliflower? Because it heard she was quite a flower. With this approach, blue humor not only draws laughs, but also blushes cheeks and raises eyebrows. It plays with the forbidden, flirts with the improper, and whispers secrets that everyone knows but few dare to tell. It's an invitation to laugh at what lies beneath the layers of decency, a reminder that in the end, we are all human, with desires and curiosities that, when revealed, are universally understood, and often hilariously human. Imagine a world where cartoon characters come to life with absurd proportions. Noses extending like serpents, eyes popping out like basketballs, and mouths opening so wide they could swallow the sun. Grotesque visual humor plays with these exaggerations, twisting reality in such a hilarious way that, even in the face of absurdity, we can't look away. It's a dance between the repulsive and the ridiculous, where the art of exaggeration knows no bounds, and each new distortion is an invitation to laugh at our own reflected strangeness. On life's stage, we are all comedians in a unique show. Affirmative humor is our smile in the mirror, a wink at our own blunders. It's laughing at the time we tripped in public, but got up with a bow, turning the gaffe into applause. Self-deprecating humor is the clown who laughs with a heavy heart. His jokes are arrows pointing at himself. It's the art of making fun of one's own insecurities, a laugh that echoes with notes of melancholy. Both dance together, a ballet of self-awareness and vulnerability, where each laugh is a step toward acceptance or a whisper of a cry for help. Have you ever noticed how everyday life is full of absurdities that no one comments on? Observational humor is this magnifying glass that turns the trivial into the hilarious. It's the comedian on stage pointing to the endless bank lines and saying, "It's not that we're waiting, we're competing to see who has more patience." It's finding comedy in the routine, in the small collective neuroses we all share but pretend not to. Like when you wave your credit card at the machine as if it were a magic wand that will make the payment go through faster. Observational humor is the mirror that shows, with a smile, how we are all comedic in our essence. Insult comedy is the art of walking the tightrope of humor, where every word is a sharp blade. On stage, the comedian is a verbal gladiator, facing the beast of the audience with shields of sarcasm and spears of mockery. There's no sanctuary for the weak. Here, laughter is born from the courage to say the unspeakable. Roast sessions are banquets of barbarities, where honor is served roasted, seasoned with ironies, and presented on a silver platter. The audience delights in every low blow, every cutting joke that unravels dignity like a ball of yarn. But beware, for in this game, even the king of insults can become the court jester if the audience decides to turn the tables. It's a wild spectacle where only the most fearless comedians emerge unscathed.